Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. Welcome to another Tough Love Thursday with yourself. This is such a big one that I want to share with all of you today. And I'm so excited to be tuning in. Thank you to each and every, first of all, before I get started, thank you to each and every one of you who have been following along each week. I know that we're just getting started with these Tough Love Thursdays here in this group, where I host these obviously live every Thursday in this private Facebook group, Simply Balanced Health, and share the recordings of these tough loves over on my podcast. So wherever you're listening to this, just a huge shout out and hello, and thank you for listening and for tuning into these quick 10-minute segments every week where I'm bringing you some truths that some of you may not want to hear, and we're going to keep building. I'm starting you off easy with some of these, and we're definitely going to be getting in a little deeper as we go over the coming months. So stay tuned and keep checking in, tuning in. Love having some of you here live with me. I can see some of you tuning in. So huge hello to those who are live. Please post in the chat or the comments if you are watching live, or after if you're here and watching in the Facebook group, to let me know if this is resonating with you. Okay, so let's get into today's topic. And, I very much love to sit with what I want to share with all of you every Thursday morning. So actually this morning up until now, I have been really reflecting on and thinking about what is it that I feel like people need to hear. So this is not something I have planned out in advance. This is usually a topic that I'm bringing to you based off of something I'm personally going through, or a theme that I'm seeing in my life or my clients, over in the current, world and current reality. So today is actually something that I'm personally experiencing, as I don't know if you can tell, I'm a little bit stuffed up. I am sick. I have been just battling a little bit of a head cold, nothing too serious, nothing detrimental, for the last couple days. And today I'm noticing I'm still a little stuffed up, a little phlegmy. And what I want to share, and why I'm sharing that is because it actually inspired me to share today's tough love truth. And that is that you're not listening to your body. Okay. The reality is, most of you tuning into this, listening to my podcast, following along, most human beings, especially if you're struggling with sugar, are not listening to your body. Okay. Special guest appearance, distraction. Peaches is here enjoying some of her first days outside. So if you're watching this on Facebook, there you go. You got a little sneak peek. So the sad truth is that most of us have been taught not to listen to our bodies. So the truth here for all of you to swallow today is that you're not doing that. You're probably not tuned into your body. You have no idea how to do that. And you're completely ignoring the messages and the signals that your body is sharing with you on a daily basis. So for example, my body today is sharing with me that I need to rest. I need to go slow. I need to hydrate. I need to look after my immune system, right? To really nourish and help my body fight whatever it's fighting. So the old me, and many of you, would have ignored that, right? I would take a bunch of drugs to make my symptoms go away because they're annoying, right? This is such a great example of how we have been taught to just ignore our physical symptoms. So our body has no choice but to yell louder and to scream louder at us for help, right? To get our attention. And this, I believe, is how disease develops, right? Is when we ignore what our body's saying. And a part of this, okay, so really important that this is not your fault. We live in a culture and a society where we have been taught that our body's wisdom and the messages in our body don't matter. Our emotions don't matter. Our intuition doesn't matter. Our just inner knowing, it doesn't matter. We've been taught to outsource our health. We've been taught that everything outside of us is more important. And we've been taught that success equals go, 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 right? And it equals having to do all the things, never stopping, never pausing to listen, or let alone honor what our body actually needs, because there's a difference there, right? There's listening to what your body needs. Like right now, today, my body is telling me that it needs some rest. It needs to not do much. It needs hydrate. It needs good nourishing foods and to go to bed at 8 o'clock, right? And it needs a sauna, which is why I'm sitting out here in front of my sauna today outside. It needs some vitamin D. It needs me to sweat it out later. And I hear that message. but am I going to listen to it? Right? There's a big difference between step one, learning to hear what your body has to say, and step two, actually doing that thing, right? Whether that's canceling your event tomorrow or canceling calls, right? Calling in sick for work. I mean, I'm just using my personal current circumstance as an example of that, but constantly we are presented every single minute of every single day. There is an opportunity to listen to what our body is telling us. And you're probably not doing that. You're not doing that. And it is one of the reasons, one of the major reasons that you are continuing to binge on sugar. When we are disconnected from our body, hence why I am so passionate and constantly beginning to talk about embodiment, somatic practices, and really this understanding that if we want to heal our relationship with food and our addictive patterns, we have to first learn how to feel safe in our body again and how to even listen to our body. How do we even know what emotion we're feeling? Or how do we even know what the answers to our problems are? Because the truth is, our body holds all of that, all of it. You do not need anybody else's opinion. You do not need to do more research. You have all the answers that you need within. And I know it sounds kind of hokey and woo-woo, but it's so true. And I've experienced this so many times myself. The more I get still, the more I build in mindfulness practices. Like this morning, I'm getting back into a meditation practice, spending time sitting out here, taking things, slowing down throughout my day. It's allowed me to be more present with what my body needs, right? If I was still operating old Danny version, would probably not even notice that she's sick. She'd be pushing through, hopped up on sugar and caffeine, and just go, forcing myself through a day. Versus what I did today is I actually moved some things in my schedule this morning so that I could have a nice slow morning. And I've been hydrating. I'm out here in the sun. I'm slowing down today. I'm going to have a lazy afternoon, plucking away at a little bit of work from the couch, right? I'm really going to soften into going slow today and allowing myself to give my beautiful body what it needs to heal. I was going to go to an event tonight. I'm not going to that event tonight. I'm going to have a sauna instead because that's what my body is telling me it needs to sweat out and to support its healing. So sometimes this is easier than other times, but it's so vital. I cannot stress this enough and cannot stress it in just 10 minutes. This power of learning how to listen to our body and learning to not only listen, but trust. Right? This is the area that we have broken the most trust with ourselves, is in our body's communication channels. We do not trust those whispers. We do not trust the intuitive hits. We do not trust the symptoms, the headache, the pain in the shoulder, the stuffy nose, like whatever it is that's showing, the cramps, right? Like whatever it is that is showing up as a symptom for you is your body communicating to you. This is how our body communicates. By emotions, by physical sensations, by, deep inner knowing. This is how it communicates. And it's time that you start to listen. Because if you don't, and you continue ignoring what's actually going on, you will never get off the sugar roller coaster. I say that with so much conviction because I know it to be true. And I know that in order to fully heal and to understand and repattern our addictive binging behaviors and this numbing out and coping with food, it has to start with connecting to your body. And not just connecting, trusting what it is saying. So that is your invitation today and this week. That's your homework. I'm going to give you homework on these Tough Love Thursdays to start the process of listening to your body. And maybe that's just taking a pause once a day, right? To connect with your breath and just to listen to emotions that are present, to sensations that are present, and to possibly any messages that your body has to show with you. Over time, this will get easier. I can do this in a snap moment now. It's very clear that what my body needs today. And it's very clear the things that I can and I'm willing to do to give it the rest that it needs. So please do that. Please do that. Know that you have every permission and right to slow down if you need to do less. It does not mean that you are not worthy. There is so many layers there that are beyond what I'm going to share in this 10 minutes. But I hope that really resonated. I would love to hear from all of you, whether you're watching this here on Facebook or listening to the replay on the podcast. Post below, send me a message. Let me know if this is resonating for you. And more importantly, what is the one thing that you're going to do this week to start listening to your body, to start building that, repairing that relationship of that two-way communication that is there to guide you and to nourish you and to support you? So I want to hear that from you. Those are your action items. Thank you, everyone, again, for tuning in here to another Tough Love Thursday. Not Tuesday, Thursday. See, I have sick brain. My body clearly needs to not be on videos and to rest and recuperate those brain cells. So that is what I'm going to go and do for the rest of the day. And I encourage you to do whatever it is that your body is telling you to do as well. All right, everyone. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you next week. Same time, same place.